All right, guys, welcome back to another stream. Hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and crypto. Tonight's stream, I will be giving guys an update on Bitcoin and, of course, the entire cryptocurrency market. There is, in fact, a fair few, Bitcoin charts that I do want to show you guys for tonight's stream. And I really want to talk about this crash that is, in fact, coming for Bitcoin because I am here to tell you guys this right now. Okay, to first of all, to not be fearful when we do in fact see these corrections, these crashes happening in the next upcoming few days, potentially even the next few weeks, right? I'm here to tell you guys to not be scared. And you guys are probably wondering, why do I think personally, right, Bitcoin is in fact going to be having a crash in the next upcoming few days and weeks? So that is exactly what I want to talk about for tonight's stream. So if you guys are just coming in here, please give it a thumbs up. That is always appreciated. And of course, if you guys haven't already, please subscribe. If you guys are in fact in the Bitcoin space, if you guys are in fact Bitcoin is just like myself, right, and you guys are just generally in the crypto space, please consider subscribing because pretty much every single day I do talk about Bitcoin and crypto, mainly Bitcoin, right? So if you guys are in fact Bitcoiners, please consider subscribing. So let me show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin. So 58,200. Okay, if we go to the 1 hour time frame, you guys can just clearly see it has in fact been dropping right today. Right, at one point it went all the way as low as $57,000, just below $58,000. Right, so Bitcoin right now is still holding very, very strong at this level. Okay, I feel like earlier this morning it was actually below $58,000. So 57,700. Okay, so it was slightly lower earlier this morning, but it's slightly bouncing back up right now. So Bitcoin right now still not really moving. Yasin's clearly is still continuing to consolidate at this level. And we know, guys, okay, if we go to the daily time frame, Bitcoin has been consolidating for the past few months, right? Ever since, okay, we have seen Bitcoin, right? Ever since we have seen Bitcoin bouncing back up, okay, to its previous highs and of course reaching a new high right over here. Okay, Yasin's clearly see ever since then, Bitcoin has in fact been consolidating at this level, right? Yasin's clearly see that. Okay, we have in fact been seeing a very, very strong resistance and support level. Okay, and obviously at one point a couple of weeks ago, we did actually see Bitcoin breaking down this support level, right? Yasin clearly see that. It went all the way as low as $49,000. Okay, at one point, all the way down here, right? So you guys have to understand, yes, for the past few months, we haven't really seen huge movements for Bitcoin, but I told you guys, this is obviously the best time right now to simply DCA into Bitcoin and, okay, of course, hold, right? This is not the time to panic, panic sell your Bitcoins or anything like that. While others are fearful, we got to be greedy, right? Because the Fin Greed Index is in fear mode right now. Okay, so that means a lot of people out there, especially retail investors, are fearful, and there's nothing to be fearful about, right? There's nothing to panic about, right? It really, really isn't. Okay, so let's talk about why I believe Bitcoin will have a crash, because I am telling us right now a crash is coming for Bitcoin. I am telling that right now. Most likely in the next upcoming few days, short term, right, and of course the next upcoming few weeks, we will most likely see Bitcoin having corrections back down to the downside. 100%. Okay, it will happen. Now, if you guys haven't seen my most previous video that I uploaded a couple of hours ago, you should definitely check out that video if you haven't already. Okay, so let's talk about it, right? But yeah, crypto market real quick, guys. Crypto market tonight, okay, it's not really moving past 24 hours. Bitcoin is down pretty much 2%. Same with Ethereum, $2.4 thousand, just below 2.5, and a lot of alts tonight. Okay, a lot of altcoins tonight are in fact dropping. BNB down over 3%, Solana down 4%. Great time to buy some Solana, and okay, the list goes on. Cardano's down 2%, same with Avalanche, Shiba Inu 1.8%, Chainlink almost 4%. So yeah, a lot of alts. Yeah, I can clearly see a lot of reds tonight for altcoins, including Bitcoin, right? So overall, the market tonight is down 2%. Global crypto market cap still above 2 trillion, which is always great to see. So honestly, guys, it's still a great time, okay, to buy into crypto. Okay, this is obviously the best time right now to simply DCA. Now, let's talk about why I believe Bitcoin will crash, short term in the next upcoming few days and of course few weeks. And the main reason is because of this, guys. Okay, now I already talked about it in today's video. Like I said, if you guys haven't seen today's video that I uploaded literally just a few hours ago, you should definitely check it out. But yeah, September, guys. It's September. First of all, happy new month, I guess, right? It's September, the literally first day of September. And I told you guys that September is a very, very bearish month for Bitcoin. Honestly, it's probably one of the most bearish months for Bitcoin. We know throughout Bitcoin history, the month of September, throughout the years, the month of September, Bitcoin does not perform well. It does not perform great, right? At its best. It's literally the most bearish months for Bitcoin, right? If you guys didn't know that. So yes, Bitcoin September predictions. Will 2024 be any different? Okay, and it says here, Bitcoin has never liked September. Will that change this time though? So first off, I don't think it will change. I really do believe that this time around in 2024 for this month in September, it will be no different. I really do believe that this month Bitcoin will crash. Just like other, years throughout September, Bitcoin has crashed many, many times. And I will show you guys that, right? But this time around, it won't be any different. It's going to be the same thing, okay? I really do believe we will in fact see corrections coming for Bitcoin, okay? This month is a very, very bearish month, guys. So if you think August was tough for Bitcoin, keep in mind that September often brings negative returns as well. And you guys can clearly see, yes, in August, we did end off that month in the reds. It was down over 9%, right? 9.4%, almost 10%. So overall, not a great month for Bitcoin. But this month in September, you guys can just clearly see, okay, by this picture. 2022, we ended off at 3% in September, okay? 2021, 7%. Same with 2020, 7.5%. Now, 2019, 13%, over 13%, guys, crazy. And 2018, 5%, and 2017, 7%. And they didn't stop there. It doesn't stop there. Back in 2014, we saw Bitcoin dropping 19% in September, right? And of course, 2013, it dropped 1%. So you guys can clearly see from 2017 to 2022, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 years in a row, guys, that we have seen September ending off in that month in the reds. 6 years in a row. I am telling you guys this right now, and you have to just clearly see for yourself. September is honestly one of the most, if not the most, bearish months for Bitcoin. So I understand this time around for 2024, it's going to be no different, right? This month, okay, will be honestly a terrible month for Bitcoin. So understand, guys, this is your once in a lifetime opportunity to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. This is literally your last chance, right? So same with Crypto Rover. He has said here, September is now here. Historically, this is a very bad month for Bitcoin. Will history repeat? And yes, it will repeat. This is going to be a terrible month for Bitcoin. Honestly, I really do, right? So Yasin's clearly see, okay, first day of September, and Bitcoin is already in the reds for this month. It is down over 1%, 1.3%, right? So that just tells you something, okay? That just clearly tells you guys something, right? Guys, I am here to tell you this right now. This is literally your last chance right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can. We know a bull is coming for Bitcoin, right? Guys, listen, we know a bull is coming, okay? We know that. A bull is coming. Bitcoin is about to reach back up to its previous all-time highs and of course reach a new all-time high, okay? And I still believe Bitcoin is still on track to reaching at least $100,000 towards the end of this year in 2024, right? I really do believe in that, right? I still think Bitcoin is 100% still on track to reaching in the six figures towards the end of this year in 2024, 100K and beyond, right? So understand, guys, we know where Bitcoin is heading, okay, throughout, towards the end of this year in 2024, and of course, most importantly, throughout next year in 2025, because next year, 2025, will be a wild year for Bitcoin and crypto. Yes, Bitcoin will skyrocket, same with altcoins. We know alt season is obviously right around the corner as well, guys, okay? So keep your eyes on altcoins, because altcoins will pump very, very soon. I am here to tell you guys this right now. This is literally your last chance right now to buy Bitcoin before it reaches a new high, before it reaches at least $100,000 very, very soon. Okay, and look at this, guys, right? Understand, yes, right now we are in fact in September, one of the most bearish months for Bitcoin. But understand, once October rolls around, things will change because Yasin's clearly see October is one of the most bullish months for Bitcoin, right? Yasin's clearly see that. It's honestly one of the most bullish months for Bitcoin. Same with October and November. This is why, guys, I truly do believe that Bitcoin will reach at least 100k towards the end of this year in 2024. It's still on track, right, to do that. So if you really think about it, we know September is going to be a terrible month, terrible time for Bitcoin, right? So if you really think about it, you have literally 1 month, guys. If you really think about it, you have literally 1 month to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can before we enter a bull run. We know a bull run is coming. And I really do believe, like I said, once October rolls around, that's when things will change for Bitcoin. That's when Bitcoin will skyrocket back up to its previous highs, breaking that resistance and reaching a new high, right? And from there on, it's going to be history. So understand, once October, November, and December rolls around, that's when things will change. Those are going to be some amazing times for Bitcoin and crypto. So if you really think about it, guys, this is literally your last chance right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can before a bull run does occur. This is your once in a lifetime opportunity to buy Bitcoin before it reaches 100k. Let me repeat that. This is literally your last chance right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can before it reaches 100k. And I told you guys this many times. I'm gonna say it again, right? This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Once we see Bitcoin in a bull run, once we see Bitcoin reaching highs, 100k and beyond, I don't think we will ever see Bitcoin ever again, okay? Throughout Bitcoin history, I don't think we will ever see Bitcoin ever again below 100k. Once we see Bitcoin reaching 6 figs, 100k and beyond, we will probably never see Bitcoin below 100k ever again. Understand, guys, Bitcoin will reach a new top, a new all-time high. And I personally believe it's going to be around, 200k to 250 to even 280 to 300k and beyond. And when Bitcoin reaches these high price targets, we will most likely never, ever again in Bitcoin history see Bitcoin below 100k ever again. So while Bitcoin right now is at $58,000, below 60k, below 100k, this is your opportunity right now to buy. It's September, guys. Bitcoin most likely will drop more. Okay, who knows how far it could drop? Maybe to like $55,000, right? To 52 to 50, maybe even just below $50,000. Do I think it can go below $45,000? Honestly, I don't, right? But it could happen. Who knows, guys? But I really do believe small corrections, 100% this is going to happen. Small corrections will form for Bitcoin. I understand that, guys. We will see Bitcoin having these corrections back down to the downside. And I'm telling us right now, when we see these corrections happening for Bitcoin, please take it as an opportunity to buy more, right? Because this is literally your last chance right now to buy as much Bitcoins as you possibly can before we enter a bull run. This is literally your last chance right now to buy Bitcoin at these levels. Please understand that, guys. This is literally a once in a lifetime opportunity. Don't waste it, okay? I don't know, find a way to get as much money as you possibly can and just simply dump it into Bitcoin. Now, of course, guys, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. But personally, guys, I am dumping all my money. I mean, I've already been going all in on Bitcoin ever since early of 2021, ever since I started investing and taking this Bitcoin investment seriously. I am simply going all in on Bitcoin, guys, right? I really, really am. And I hope you guys are in fact in this journey with me as well. If you guys want to become millionaires, if you guys want to simply become wealthy in the future, have generational wealth, so obviously have wealth, not just for your future self, but also for your family and your future family, this is the way to do it. One of the ways to do it, guys. Okay, it really, really is. You want to buy Bitcoin, you want to hold it for a very, very long time. Okay, I talk about this topic a lot throughout my YouTube channel, right? So understand, guys, yes, Bitcoin will in fact have these corrections, and I really want you guys to pay attention and just buy up as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. Okay, so yes, we have less, okay, than a month left, really. We honestly just have a month left, 4 weeks left before okay, the bull run actually occurs, because October is a very, very bullish month. Same with November and December. These 2 months are pretty decent, but October is a very, very bullish month. You guys can clearly see that a lot of greens, right? A lot of greens. Look back in 2017, we saw Bitcoin pumping 47%, pretty much 48% just in that month. Crazy, right? We could potentially see the exact same thing happening for Bitcoin. Like, look at last year in 2023 for October. Bitcoin pumped over 28%, 28.5%, almost 30%. Look back in 2021 when we were in a bull run. It pumped 40% just in that month. October is a very, very bullish month for Bitcoin. Okay, so understand, guys, we have 1 month, literally 1 month to buy as much Bitcoin at a cheap price. Okay, this is literally your last chance right now to do that. Okay, and then once October, November, and December rolls around, that's when things will change, and that's when everything's just going to go parabolic. We're going to see a lot of parabolic movements for Bitcoin. We know what happens in a bull run, guys. Like, if this is obviously your first bull run, be ready for it, because in a bull run, guys, we do see Bitcoin pumping, and of course the people, especially the retail investors that didn't get in while Bitcoin is cheap, while it was crashing and whatnot, they will FOMO in. We always see FOMO, guys, sadly, right? It's just how humans operate. I guess, a lot of people out there, right, don't want to buy the dip. They don't want to buy when Bitcoin is quiet, while it's consolidating, while it's boring, right? While there's panic, while there's fear in the market. That's not when they want to buy. They want to buy when we are in fact in a bull run, when it's pumping, when it's in a green day for some reason, right? It's just how humans operate, right? But I'm here to tell you this right now, we are not like that, okay? And you guys should already know this. If you've been in the Bitcoin space and crypto space, like, we know when to generally buy, when the best time is to buy. Okay, so that's that. So get ready, guys. Okay, for a massive crash, because I think, yeah, Bitcoin can crash. Okay, there will be corrections in the next, few days and of course a few weeks. But once October rolls around, everything's gonna be fine, right? So it's all about patience, guys. Okay, it really, really is. But right now, guys, stack as much money, find a way. I don't know, just find a way to make money, right? If you don't have a job, then get a job, right? Get a second job, get a third job. I don't know, find a way to get as much money as you possibly can and just dump it into Bitcoin. Now remember, guys, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research. But if you guys simply want to make money with Bitcoin and crypto, this is obviously the best time right now to simply buy in and just let the gains come to you. Buy and hold and let the gains come to you, because a bull run is coming, right? So if you simply want to 2x, 5x, 10x and more your money, this is the best way to do it, personally, right? So that's that. Moving on, let's talk about some other things. Okay, I want to show you guys some of these Bitcoin charts, starting off with this one. So Sensei says here, next Bitcoin breakout will send us to $150,000. And yes, guys, that's very, very true, right? Once we actually see Bitcoin breaking out from this resistance, a new high is formed. It is coming, right? And the next chart is very, very similar, just like this one. And it says here, Bitcoin giant inverse head and shoulder pattern. When this breakout, Bitcoin will shoot above $100,000. My timer is all-time high in Q4 and 100K in Q1 2025. We will see. Okay, but usually this is a very, very bullish pattern. Usually, head and shoulder patterns are very, very bullish, right? And I told you guys many, many times, yes, Bitcoin is pretty much consolidating at its all-time highs. And once we actually see Bitcoin breaking this resistance, okay, that resistance line, okay, it will reach a new high. Okay, once we see Bitcoin actually, going back up to its previous all-time highs, okay, I'll just show you guys right over here. Once we actually see Bitcoin breaking back up to, its previous all-time high, $73,000, okay, and once it breaks this resistance, it will shoot higher. Understand that, guys. Okay, and the targets, okay, $80,000, $90,000, and of course, most importantly, $100,000. These price targets are very, very, very possible for Bitcoin to reach, honestly, in the next few months, right? Honestly. So be prepared for that, you guys, okay? But yes, Bitcoin history is repeating. And I told you guys this, right? Every single time we have the Bitcoin halving event, every single time, no matter what, right? Right after a Bitcoin halving event, we always see Bitcoin skyrocketing. Now, I know what you guys are going to say, right? We had the Bitcoin halving event back in April. It's already been a few months, right? It's been over 4 months. and Bitcoin has not moved. I get it, right? But understand, guys, if you guys look at this chart, right? If you just look very, very carefully, okay, you guys can just clearly see we don't see Bitcoin pumping straight away. Like right after the Bitcoin halving events, we don't see it pump straight away. We actually see Bitcoin consolidating, okay, for the next, I want to say like few weeks, even a few months. And then that's when it pumps, right? This always happens. Every single time we have a Bitcoin halving event, we don't see it pump straight away, right? Like on the halving day, it doesn't pump straight away. You know, the bull run doesn't occur straight away, guys. Please understand that, right? Bitcoin does consolidate, okay? And then you know, in the next upcoming few weeks, few months, I want to say, and then that's when it will go parabolic, right? So understand, guys, this time around is no different, okay? The fourth Bitcoin halving event happened in April, to be Pacific, 20th of April this year in 2024. And yes, I understand. Ever since, you know, we had the halving event, we haven't seen Bitcoin moving. I get it, right? But if you really think about it, for the past few months when Bitcoin was consolidating at these levels, you know, this would have been the best time to simply DCA into Bitcoin, right? Because we know where Bitcoin is heading throughout, you know, the remaining few months for this year in 2024, October, November, and December, and of course, throughout next year in 2025. A bull run is coming. Understand that, guys. Soon enough, okay, we will see a parabolic, a massive rally coming for Bitcoin. Bitcoin will for sure be in the six figures, and I really do believe Bitcoin can easily reach 200K, 250K, 280K, even 300K and beyond. These price targets are very, very possible. Okay, so understand, guys. Still a great time right now to buy Bitcoin. It's still not really moving. It's just below $60,000 right now. So this is obviously the best time right now to buy as much Bitcoin, to stack as much as you possibly can. This is literally your last chance. Like I said, you have literally a month left, 4 weeks left. And then once this month is over, September, October comes around, a bull run is going to occur. I promise you guys that right now. Okay, so be prepared for that because time is ticking and the bull run is literally right around the corner now. Okay, literally right around the corner. So please be prepared for that. Okay, but yes, this chart is showing us here the Bitcoin bull run begins very, very soon. Yes. So yes, let's clearly see what Bitcoin did back in 2014 to 2017. I felt like 2017 was a huge year for Bitcoin because when Bitcoin was in that bull run, right? If you guys remember, right back in 2017, we did in fact see Bitcoin having a bull run. And I felt like that was the first year where, you know, a lot of people started to talk more about Bitcoin. That's when a lot of people started to, you know, get into Bitcoin, right? Because it was just pumping and it pumped all the way up to like over $19,000, almost 20K, right? So Yashin's clearly see with this pattern, okay, 2014 to 2017. It looks very, very similar to what it's doing right now in 2023 and 2025, right? Yashin's clearly see that. So once again, just like in, you know, 2016, we had the halving. And then, of course, in 2017, it started pumping. We entered a bull run. So understand 2024 to 2025 is going to be the exact same thing. We had the halving. Bitcoin right now is not really moving ever since we had the halving. Yeah, since clearly see that. But soon enough, it's going to be reaching 100K, 200K, even 300K. Now, 400K to 500K, I don't know if that's actually possible for Bitcoin. We will see. Anything is really, you know, possible right now. You know, a lot of money is flowing into Bitcoin, especially, you know, the Bitcoin ETFs. Ever since they got approved by the SEC, you know, a lot of these huge institutions, like for example, BlackRock, they have been buying and stacking a whole bunch of Bitcoin pretty much every single day. They've been buying hundreds of Bitcoin. So understand, guys, the inflows for Bitcoin have been insane recently, right? BlackRock, they have been accumulating a whole bunch of Bitcoin. They now own and accumulated over 350,000 Bitcoins. Like I believe it's like over 352,000 Bitcoins. And I believe they are like the third largest holders of Bitcoin, right, throughout Bitcoin history, right? We know Satoshi Nakamoto, this anonymous person, he or she or they own over 1 million Bitcoins, I believe. I believe it's like around 1.1 million. And BlackRock, they're slowly catching up. Okay, so understand, guys, BlackRock, they want to take your Bitcoins, right? They know where Bitcoin is heading very, very soon. And I hope you guys know where Bitcoin is heading as well. So understand, guys, this is the time to accumulate and most importantly, hold your Bitcoins, right, for long term. It's okay to take profits, obviously, right? In the next upcoming bull cycle, bull run, If you want to take profits, go ahead. If you really need that money, go ahead and take profits. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. That's how you actually make money, when you take profits, right? And I realized that from the hard way. I learned that in the hard way. Okay. Because last bull cycle, guys, I didn't take much profit, believe it or not. I really didn't. I didn't sell any of my Bitcoins, any of my Ethereums, any of my Solana or Chainlink, all these altcoins that I've been holding. The only time I sold was with Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. That's literally it. And Avalanche, right? But on that, I've just been simply holding majority of my Bitcoins and Ethereum. I haven't sold a dime of it. And honestly, I'm glad I haven't, right? So next bull market, yeah, if you guys are planning on taking profits, go for it. But I highly suggest you guys to not sell all your Bitcoins, especially your Bitcoins. Hold your Bitcoins for long term, right? Sell some of them. Don't sell all of them, honestly, guys, right? Just sell some of them, but hold it, right? Hold some of it. Don't sell all of it, guys, right? So that being said, guys, yes, Bitcoin is ready to reach these price targets, okay? 100K, 200K, 300K, now 400K to 500K, these price targets are possible as well, but I highly doubt it. As much as I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin, okay, I don't think we will see Bitcoin reaching 400K to 500K, sadly, for the next bull run. But I really do believe 100K to 200K to even 300K and beyond is very, very possible, okay? So that's that. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments down below, what are your predictions for Bitcoin? What is your Bitcoin price prediction for Bitcoin top gonna be? Let me know. I'd love to know. So Bitcoin reaching $1 million. It's possible. Okay, I told you guys this many times. Bitcoin one day will reach $1 million. There's a lot of predictions out there. The big names in the Bitcoin space, like for example, Cathie Wood. She has said many times that we will see Bitcoin, okay, reaching over $1 million by the year 2030, which is less than a decade from now, less than 10 years. Okay, Cathie Wood has said that she is predicting the most bullish scenario for Bitcoin, right, by the year 2030 is over $1 million, about 1.48. So pretty much we'll round it up to 1.5. Okay, $1.5 million per Bitcoin. Okay, think about that, right? And it's very, very possible, guys. And I really do believe one day, yes, okay, Bitcoin can reach $1 million per coin. And this is why, guys, I've been telling guys many times, I talk about this topic for a lot of times throughout my channel, right? I've been telling guys to accumulate at least one full Bitcoin, because one full Bitcoin, right, will change your life. If you simply want to, have wealth, okay, if you want to become a millionaire, right, you want to do this for your future self and of course your family and whatnot, buy at least one full Bitcoin. And maybe, you watching this stream right now, maybe you already own one full Bitcoin. Guess what? If you own one full Bitcoin, don't stop. Keep accumulating. Keep stacking stats. Don't stop, guys. Keep stacking as much as you possibly can. If you own one, get to 2, get to 3, get to 5, get to 10. Stack as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. And guess what, guys? When Bitcoin, is reaching new highs, because we know a bull run is coming, right? Bitcoin's going to reach, 100K, 200K, even 300K and beyond. I'm not going to stop DCing. I'm still going to DCA into Bitcoin. Why? Because I'm doing this for long term, right? I'm simply holding majority of my Bitcoins for long term, guys. Understand that, right? We know where Bitcoin is heading long term. Do this for your future self and for your future family. That's all I'm going to say. Not financial advice. Always do your own research, guys. But understand, Bitcoin will reach $1 million per coin one day, very, very soon. Okay. I really do believe it's going to happen. If we don't see Bitcoin reaching, $1 million per coin by the year 2030, then it's going to happen maybe in over the year 2030. Okay. So a bit longer than the year 2030, but understand this will happen. And that's not going to stop. Bitcoin's going to reach millions of dollars per coin. 2 million, 3 million, 10 million, 12 million, 15 million per coin. It's possible. Of course, long term, guys. Right? So that's that. Get ready, guys. Okay? This is why you guys should hold majority of your Bitcoins. And maybe, maybe you can't buy one full Bitcoin. It's understandable. I know a lot of people out there have $58,000 just to put into Bitcoin. I get that. Right? So try your best to accumulate at least 10% of a Bitcoin, 0.1. That's a big deal, honestly. Owning 0.1 Bitcoin, 10% of a Bitcoin is a big deal nowadays. Maybe own 20%, 0.2, or maybe 0.5, 50% of a Bitcoin, half of a Bitcoin. That's going to be a big deal as well, right? Just accumulate, guys. Try your best to accumulate as much Bitcoins, as much Satoshis as you possibly can. Okay, you don't have to get to one coin, but if you can, try your best, guys, to get to one full Bitcoin, right? It is worth it. Trust me. When I first started investing into Bitcoin heavily back early 2021, I've always wanted to own one full Bitcoin, right? And I finally achieved it. It took me about 6 months, right? So a couple of months to really just save my money and just simply dump it and invest it into Bitcoin. It took me about 6 months to finally accumulate one full Bitcoin. And I'm a regular guy. I simply work at a job, right? And it took me 6 months to do that, right? So you guys can do it too. And guess what? When I accumulated one full Bitcoin, I didn't stop, guys. I just kept stacking. Okay. And to this day, I am very, very surprised on how much Bitcoins / Satoshis I have accumulated. Obviously, I'm not going to tell you guys the amount, but I have stacked a whole bunch of it. I am very, very surprised, and majority of it, okay, it's in a safe place, and I am simply going to be holding it for my future self, for my family, and of course my future family, right? It has store of value, guys. Bitcoin fixes everything, especially with the economy nowadays, with fiat currency, fiat money, the US dollar, with inflation coming up, right? It's losing its value, right? Fiat currency, Bitcoin fixes all of this, right? It really, really does. So that's that. But guys, check this out. Fear and Greed Index right now is in fear mode at 26. It's in the reds, right? So a lot of people out there are fearful right now for Bitcoin. What does that mean? Should we be fearful? Should we be panicking? No, guys. I don't know why people are panicking right now for Bitcoin and crypto, right? So today, yes, it's at fear mode. Yesterday was in fear mode at 29. Last week was in neutral, 54. Last month, we were in greed mode at 57. So right now, it's in fear. I told you guys many times, when others are fearful, we got to be greedy, right? We're going to be doing the complete opposite. So while others are fearful, we got to be greedy, guys. Okay, so while others are fearful, panicking, panic selling for no reason, we got to do the complete opposite and buy. And obviously, this is the best time right now to buy because, as I told you guys, the next 1 month, okay, 4 weeks to be exact, 4 weeks, okay, this is obviously the best time right now to buy as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. Throughout the way for this month in September, we will see corrections, like I said many times, okay, and yeah, don't miss this opportunity, guys, because I am here to tell you guys this right now. This is literally your last chance to buy as much Bitcoins as you possibly can. It's September. It's one of the most bearish months for Bitcoin. Okay, so understand, once we get through September, okay, one of the worst times for Bitcoin, okay, October is going to come around and that's when things will change. Okay, October, November, and December should be some decent months for Bitcoin. So you might as well stack as much Bitcoins as you possibly can right now, guys. Okay, this is the best time to do all of that. So that being said, guys, that's pretty much all I really wanted to talk about. If you guys have any questions, let me know and I will try my best to answer them. I guess I'll do like a little Q&A right now. And yeah, we can go from there. So someone says here, can you say something about VeChain? VeChain. Okay, so funny story about VeChain. I actually don't know if I actually still hold VeChain. Let me actually double check because I actually don't know if I hold any VeChain. But I know back in like when I first started investing into crypto back early 2021, I did actually buy some VeChain because someone told me to buy it. I don't know who it was. VeChain. Okay, so I'm looking, and as of right now, I don't hold any VeChain. I think I sold my VeChains. I can't really remember, but VeChain, down 4% today. For the past week, it's down 17%. For the past month, it's down 20%. Past year, it is up 34%, and overall, it is up 40%. VeChain has dropped. This is a great time right now to buy some VeChain, honestly, since it is dropping. Okay, but as of right now, guys, I don't hold any VeChain. I used to hold VeChain, but I think I just got out. I think I made like my money and then I just dipped, really. But nothing really to say about VeChain. I'm not really bullish on VeChain. I think that's why I got out. But that's that. Do I think VeChain will bounce back up? I mean, we did in fact see VeChain having a little momentum back, early this year in 2024, right? Yeah, since clearly see that. And obviously back in February and March, right, were some pretty decent times because Yasin's clearly see February we saw Bitcoin pumping over 43%, and March we saw Bitcoin pumping over 16%, almost 17%. So usually, right, when we see Bitcoin pumping, then altcoins will pump, and that's one of the main reasons why we did in fact see VeChain having this momentum back at the time, right? Yasin's clearly see that pumped in February 2024, even in March, it did pretty decent as well, right? Yasin's clearly see that. So VeChain did in fact have some momentum, which is great to see. At least it's not just like dead below this level. It actually gained some momentum right over here, which is great to see. So do I think VeChain can go back up to its previous highs? 23 cents. I don't know. I honestly do not know, guys, if VeChain can actually go back up to its previous highs, to be honest with you guys. But we will see. Okay, but just know, guys, I'm not planning on buying any more VeChain. Like, I got in and I got out, right? And I'm actually glad I got out because it has dropped, right? It's pretty significantly. So that's that. Oh. So yeah, guys, I'm really expecting Bitcoin to have corrections. I really do. Let's refresh this, see if it has changed. Probably not. Okay, it's gone down 1.35%. So it's gone down slightly. Bitcoin right now is still holding $58,000, not really making huge movements right now. But that's that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end tonight's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be ready, okay, for the month of September, because this is, gonna be a pretty bearish time right now for Bitcoin. And obviously, I'm here to tell you guys this right now to not panic, okay, at all. There's nothing to panic about right now. And especially when we see these corrections coming up in the next, few days or few weeks for this month of September, because that will happen. Most likely, we'll in fact see some corrections for Bitcoin. And I'm here to tell you guys to not panic, right? When we see these corrections, be more bullish, buy more. Like I said, this is literally your last chance right now to buy as much Bitcoin as you possibly can, especially with these corrections coming up. This is the best time right now to buy as much as you possibly can, guys, okay? Like, literally your last chance to do that. So don't miss it. Don't regret it later. Because understand, once October comes around, November and December, that's when things will change for Bitcoin. It's going to pump. So be ready for that. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and end tonight's stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Give a thumbs up, subscribe. And like I said, if you guys haven't seen my most previous video that I uploaded a few hours ago, you should definitely check it out. It's very, very interesting. And I do appreciate that. I appreciate all the support, guys. You guys know exactly who you guys are. And I know who you guys are because I read the comments, right? But that being said, guys, hope you guys enjoyed it. Give thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video. And it should be a good one, okay? Because every single day I do, keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin and crypto. Okay, so that's that. But guys, give thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.